Students, third year students in the College of Education for Human Sciences. In today's lecture, we are going to speak about or continue speaking about cohesion, which we started last lecture. We said that one feature of a good paragraph is cohesion. And cohesion means holding the sentences together. So we presented a question in which we said that how to obtain cohesion in the one paragraph. We said that there are at least four methods and ways in order through which we can gain cohesion, such as key noun, repeating a key noun, or using consistent pronouns, and number three, which we are going to discuss today, using transition signals. So number three here, use transition signals to link ideas. So the third way to maintain or gain cohesion is to use transition signals in order to link ideas. Let us read and see what is meant by transition signals and how do they function in the paragraph. What are the purposes and aims of using transition signals and how they affect the meaning. Transition signals are expressions such as first, finally, and however, or phrases here such as in conclusion, on the other hand, and as a result. And we have subordinators, like when, although, and we have coordinators like and but, or adjectives like another, additional, and prepositions like because of, in spite of. All these expressions, all these phrases, what do? They can serve as transition signals. Transition signals are like traffic signs. How is that? They are like traffic signs. They tell your reader when to go forward, turn around, slow down, and stop. So they have the same function as traffic signs. In other words, they tell your reader when you are giving similar ideas, like similarly. So when you want to give similar ideas, you say similarly, in addition, okay? Or when you want to give opposite ideas, you say, for example, on the other hand, or you say but, or you say in contrast. Or when you give examples, and here you are going to use for example, for instance, as an example, okay? Or when you give result, you use therefore, as a result, or consequently, which I don't write here. Or when you give conclusions, you say in conclusion or in short. Okay, all these are called transition signals. What is the function of these transition signals? Transition signals give a paragraph coherence. Why? Because they guide your reader from one idea to the next. Okay, so the reader is going to be guided through these transition signals. How is he going to be guided? He's going to be guided in the way that the ideas are going to be clarified, either arranged or through explaining the relationship among these ideas. Okay, compare paragraph 1 and 2 below that follow. Which paragraph contains transition signals and is more coherent? Now, since the lecture is recorded, not face to face, it is not live, so I'm going to give you which paragraph is going to be or which paragraph has transition signals. Now, right from the beginning, now he's circle all the transition signals so you can identify. Right from the beginning, and for brevity of the video, I'm going to tell you that paragraph 1 does not contain transition signals, while paragraph 2 does. It means that it contains a transition signals. Now, you can read paragraph 1 and paragraph 2 and compare between them. So for me, in this video, I'm going to concentrate on paragraph 1 because it has a transition signals, and I'm going to explain what is the role and function of each one of them. I'm going to read and comment. One difference among the world's seas and oceans is that the salinity varies in different climate zones. For example, now we have the first transition signal is for example. For example, here, what does it function, or what is the function does it do here? It introduces an example about what have been already mentioned. Okay, what has been already mentioned. Okay, so it is an example about what precedes. The Baltic Sea, for example, the Baltic Sea in Northern Europe is only 1/4 as saline as the Red Sea in the Middle East, saline. There are two reasons for this. First of all, now we have another transition signal, which is first of all. First of all indicates enumeration. It is what? It is a sign about enumeration. So when the writer uses first of all, this means that he's going to enumerate. He's going to count, okay? Reasons, cases, etc. In warm climate zones, water evaporates rapidly. Therefore, so we have therefore here. Therefore, the concentration of salt is greater. Now, therefore, gives a result. It connects between what? The cause and effect, reason and result. Okay, so what comes before therefore is a cause or reason, and what comes after therefore is what is the result of that reason. يعني سبب ونتيجة. فما قبلها سبب وما بعدها نتيجة. Second, here we have second goes in parallel with first of all. We have first of all أولا, and we have what? Second. So يعني second goes parallel with, تتوازى مع من? مع first of all. The surrounding land is dry. Consequently, and we have here consequently, يعني just like therefore. يعني أيضا another transition signal, which is what? Consequently, like therefore. Okay, يعني وبالنتيجة. يعني consequence. So it gives what? Consequence. العاقبة أو النتائج. Okay, it does not contribute much fresh water to dilute the salty seawater. In cold climate zones, on the other hand, so we have on the other hand, which gives contrast or contradiction. On the other hand, من جهة أخرى, water evaporates slowly. Furthermore, as we said, used to what? To give an additional idea. So here the writer introduces an additional idea or information. The runoff created by melting snow adds a considerable amount of fresh water to dilute the saline sea water. Okay, now finally, as it is written in red here, paragraph 2 is more coherent. Why? If you ask yourself, why is it more coherent? And when you say more, this means that paragraph 2 is also coherent. But paragraph 2 is more coherent because of the use of what? Transition signals. Because it contains transition signals. Each transition signal has a special meaning, as I have already explained. Each shows how the following sentence relates to the preceding one. يعني the relationship among sentences. For example, reasons, consequences, conclusions, and so on and so forth. Okay, so this is all that we have for paragraph writing. We have tackled until now the features and the characteristics of a good paragraph. The most important among them is coherence. So now if you have a question, you can write in the chats of this video, and see you next lecture.